It also doesn't help that I have that chat. I have that chat muted. Like I never.
Right. Well, and also that's what I was gonna say that.
And we are back. Welcome to another edition of the Sports War. And we are back. We got the full crew in the house. That is what it's all about. The Yankees, out of any team in the league, are the best equipped to handle a blow like this.
I think there is a higher power at play here. He's due law of averages. That dude is the ultimate scrub. It's trash. Yeah. Every person you have in there is fucking trash.
Next game, you're going to see a big performance. You can see it in the end of the game, and I'm just totally stoked and excited for this.
And we are back. Welcome to another edition of the Sports Sport here on a Monday. Barnes and Tony, once again, what's going on, brother?
Not much, dude. Happy to be here. Stoked. Christmas week, dudes. I can't believe it. 3 days. Christmas. Gonna be home soon. Still have a couple shopping things to pick up, dude, which is kind of annoying, but it's fine. And yeah, had a great weekend, dude. You know, so the boys, Jay was here. You guys saw him, on Friday, obviously. So we had a great weekend together, and obviously watched some good sports. Nothing really good from the Rangers, I guess, but that's fine. I guess maybe
Saturday was good.
It was fine.
It was good. Good is fine.
It was not fine, dude.
But you were kind of talking about this off air. A little breakdown of the golf 18. Beth played back. Jay hammered, probably passed out a couple too many gummies by hole 5 or no?
No, yeah, Jay definitely no. Jay was fine for the course. That's
afterwards.
Cool, afterwards,
maybe
not.
Oh
man. But no, yeah, we did. I think it's just called like Golf Lounge.
Golf 18.
Golf 18 is
yes.
what it's called. Yeah, dude, right over there in Fairfield on the border of Southport. You could say over there. And it was pretty sweet, dude. Definitely like way nicer than I thought. It really is like just feel like a lounge. I think there was maybe 11 bays, kind of like 2 rows of 5. You've seen there, you've been there, then one kind of like in the front. But yeah, dude, there's 6 of us did Bethpage Black, dude. Brutal.
So everyone was struggling then.
Yeah, no, everyone was kind of struggling. Honestly, like the first hole, everyone was like feeling pretty. Everyone had a good drive. Everyone was like chipping well.
And did Jay do a couple of man?
Yeah,
sick, bro.
Yeah, dude. First things first, Bloody Marys when we got there. Then we were just getting pictures of Kona Big Wave.
Kona
dude.
Big Wave,
Kona
okay.
Big Wave. Not to be confused with Kona Longboard.
Gotcha.
But yeah, dude, that was great. No food there. The food didn't look good at all, to be honest. Like,
no, but I feel like you know what it is. I mean, what is this amateur hour? Like you don't go to a golf lounge for food. Drinks, yes, but there are. I'm trying to think. So there's Oh, actually, yeah, the one that I went to with Kev that Josh goes to sometimes too. That's BYOB.
Yeah, I like that. That's cool. I would appreciate that.
But the only thing is, like, we're gonna drive to Jersey and then have BYOB.
Yeah. But no, it was great, dude. It was definitely there was like sometimes when you were in the rough, it feels like it didn't really like track your ball right, to be honest.
No, and it's interesting though, because that has TrackMan. TrackMan,
right,
I think anyway, is supposed to be kind of like the #1 simulator technology. But yeah, I just the in the putting too. Did you guys putt off, or was it the 2 putt as soon as you're on the green, or it was the putting, dude?
No. It was I guess
was it the 2 putt max or no? Or with the 8 feet,
dude. They gave you the gimme area, right? So if you got it in that area, you didn't have to putt. It was a gimme,
right.
So
but was there a lot of like it goes just past it, then just
couple
it's like
times.
You're barely hitting it. It goes way off and you're chipping.
I don't think, because I remember you saying that where you thought like the greens were super fast. I didn't really feel that. I don't. think.
I played
maybe
the Albany
one hole.
Course,
There
so
was one
different.
the Albany.
Yeah.
Although I will say that it like the whole like timed us out. You know what I mean? Like after a while, it'd just be like, all right, this is what you ended up getting, and then move.
Well, there was like a max stroke, probably.
I guess maybe. But no, it was really cool. It was definitely very accurate. The information they give you is sick. Like the whole thing is sick. Like it was a cool vibe. I know, because like my first time doing it, so I was like, oh, golf will be outside. This is not like it. Well, I've really enjoyed it. It's like, yeah, of course you're gonna enjoy it. Right. So that was cool. Although I do feel like sometimes when the TrackMan would mess up a little bit, I think it's because we didn't put the club in that we were using, and I think that's what was fucking it up. Maybe.
Yes. No, that will fuck it up.
Because sometimes like you're in the rough and like Andy would take his 3-wood and just hammer it, and it would give him like 2 feet.
Yeah.
And it's like, what? Well,
yeah.
You know? So, you know, but again, it was a great time. I would recommend it. Definitely a couple of Chiefs there. Fairfield U students. Definitely, dude. Like, it was a group of like 10 guys. And it was like one of those things where like only like 2 of them were golfing and the other like 8 were just sitting there drinking and being loud and obnoxious and being dicks. Pretty sure it was definitely one of them, but somebody threw up in the men's bathroom.
Wow.
And it was rancid. Like, hold your breath when you're in there. And this is at fucking noon, Brian.
Yeah.
So dumbass Fairfield U students can handle their alcoholism. Figure it out, dude.
Yeah.
Figure it out. But it was a great time. Went to Harrison's house after that in Sandy Hook, I guess.
Hammered.
Yeah. Stayed there.
There.
Oh, yeah. I wasn't going to drive back.
Wow. So, I mean, this must have been like, was this a higher volume day than the Rangers game or no?
I don't know, dude. Maybe. Because after that, we did go to local after obviously stopped in local for a few
How was
drinks.
local looking?
Empty. We were the only people in there.
Wow.
Yeah, dude.
Huh. You think on the verge of Chapter 11 or?
I mean, I don't know. I mean, I guess it was a Saturday, but you know, Christmas weekend, like who's got time to just be sitting there drinking? You know, alcoholics do, I guess. But no, yeah, it was a good time. And then Harrison's house, more drinking, fire, played some games.
Bonfire, you're saying?
Football. Yeah. He's got like one of those, I forget what they're called, but it's like the smokeless fire pits. You ever see those? It's like
yes,
cylinder,
yes,
silver things.
Yeah.
Pretty good thing, dude. Pretty solid.
That's awesome. So just solid day.
Chilling. Jay hammered. Passed out. Like he went to bed first. Yeah, it was like
he really always does. I feel like, right?
Yeah, it's his thing.
Like religiously.
That is it, dude. Yeah.
Religiously.
Like it's a religion.
What was I gonna say? No, it was kind of funny. I was just thinking about it. Obviously, UConn, the win yesterday. So Michael Butka, you know, I guess he was trying to kind of like sneak his way back into like the circle of trust, I guess you could say.
Wow, yeah.
Group text me and Jimmy yesterday. Barnes with like the heart emojis for Jim Nantz. Instantly, I send back because UConn game was on. Picture of Hurley, no answer. Then, but passive aggressively changes the photo of the group chat to Hurley after a UConn loss at the podium. God. But can't say anything. Michael can't say anything. Barnes, no Barnes.
That's actually hilarious that he changed the profile photo.
Crazy. But it's just, Michael, UConn on the precipice, 3-4. And you're watching the games anyway. So I think that would be a Don Fraud Alert Friday, unfortunately. So
good drop.
We would like to hear you come out of the woodwork. Willie, I don't know, but I know he's listening.
Probably
he's
not.
Lying and listening.
But
what do we got? We got some comments here.
Yes, dude. Yes, we do have some comments here. Early, often, you know the deal. Josh B says, "Yo,
the year,"
and he says, "What fam?" Which I'm sure. Oh, he did correct it actually too. What up, fam? Josh B, a little quick on the trigger there. Then Patty in the house saying, "If tell Tony," he says to you, tell Tony, if he doesn't pay Chief for fantasy, I'm coming to the studio like stone cold next week. I mean, that's what I have to do, Patty, to let you hang out in the studio with us. I guess that's what I have to do. Dude. But no, sorry, I don't look at the Twitter chat.
I was gonna text that back in the chat.
Mm-hmm. Why, talking shit now?
No. I mean, I don't know. I saw some stuff earlier, but what I was just saying is like, don't rely. No one checks Twitter group chats. And that's funny that relates to the other group chat, which we can talk about in a second. But just if you need fantasy money for people, you got to reach out to them directly. Don't do a group chat.
Don't keep putting me in these group chats, man. All right?
Yep.
And then Josh P with the LMAO. Patty jumps in with the bomb. How about them picks? He says, gloating. He says, magic number is 1. And he says, the golf, dude. Josh B. I forget, you've never gone virtual with Josh B?
No.
No, I have obviously not. Kev Dew has.
Yes.
And then we have Soundwave_Nick26 from Twitch saying, you
can on in live. What does that mean?
I don't know. I think maybe a little thumb, possibly hammered.
Yeah.
You know, could be. No judging here. I mean, good for you, dude. You know, listen, that Bloody Mary I had on Saturday got me in the mood to have more. I'm not going to lie.
And golf, I'm sure.
Oh, of course. And the
Josh
golf.
be fiending.
I can go to I feel like you can do that every day, honestly.
Yeah. Honestly.
Like virtual golf every day.
Yeah.
Guys were taking lessons there as well.
Yes. Absolutely.
So it was great, dude.
But no, it's funny because
on the call. Oh, wow. Somebody actually heard our comments here. on the
Duval.
call. Yeah, you can definitely call it. Absolutely. Number is at the bottom of the ticker here. He goes the Duval.
Interesting. Must
Jags
be Liam
fan?
Cohen's brother.
In Jacksonville?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Must be.
Where are you commenting from? Let us know. And then Donna Lee commenting from home says, good morning, all. Soundwave says all the way.
Now, listen, that would be quite the story, but all the way? I mean, I don't know about all the way, dude, right?
I mean, they've proven themselves a lot this year. That's for sure, though.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
Can't knock that.
Nope. Can't do it. But no, it was funny with the picks. I'm sure you saw in the group text, right? Oh, so annoying. Group chats. Can't do it.
Soundwave is calling in right now, actually.
Okay, go ahead.
Just hammer it, dude?
Yep.
All right, stand by. All right, Soundwave, hold on, stand by here. Soundwave, you're live on the sports board. Good morning. What do you want to talk about?
Hey, good morning. Oh, man. I just dropped on in the podcast. You were doing recaps, so I wanted to join on in to help.
Of course, man. Yeah. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
My name is Nicholas Santana, nickname Soundwave, all the way from Jacksonville, Florida. Dude.
Wow. And how did you happen to run into us? How did you see like one of our shorts, or how did you get to us?
I saw one of your shorts on YouTube because I was going through a lot of stuff on sports about Denver being beat, Kansas losing. So I saw your guys' what is it called? Your Twitch. I was like, yeah, why not join in?
Okay, awesome, man. But yeah, you must be pretty pumped up. Big win yesterday, and kind of been an interesting. I mean, obviously, overall record's been great, but I guess you could say a little, the peaks and valleys of the season, especially early on. It seemed like there was some animosity between Liam Cohen and Trevor Lawrence, but it seems like that's all straightened out. You add Jacoby Myers. I mean, how you feeling right now?
Feeling great that even though we got a new first-year coach holding a new record since 2017, it's going to be a good season for the Jags. We can make the Super Bowl.
Wow. I mean, obviously, taking out, one of the top contenders yesterday in the Broncos. I'm just trying to see now too, just in terms of potential matchups for Jacksonville come the playoffs. So I guess right now they would be matched up with the Bills. And actually that was a playoff matchup. Boy, I think at this point it was probably 7-8 years ago, right?
Yes.
In Buffalo, that Jacksonville won, right? 7-3 the year that they went to the championship game with Blake Bortles, right?
I think it was Blake Bortles. Yeah, it was Bortles. Bortles.
So, I mean, how would you feel though? I mean, no qualms about hosting the Bills on Wild Card Weekend.
I'd say it might be crazy because I saw a little bit of clips of Josh Allen. Josh Allen might be able to throw a couple passes, but because of the Jags defense and our offense and how we play, we have a high chance of winning.
Wow, there we go.
Yeah, I mean, I think right, Tony. I mean, I think that would be a good matchup.
I think it would be a great matchup.
Yes.
And I mean, especially given the history of Josh Allen in the playoffs. I know typically the roadblock is the Chiefs and stuff like that, but Josh Allen has had a lot of success in the playoffs, so let that go, I guess.
Yeah, I'll give that to the Bills.
And then I would imagine too, the faithful there in Duval for the game everyone's probably going to be going nuts. Are you going to go to the game?
I haven't been to any of the games, but I am trying to go to the last game before we tear down our stadium to build the stadium of the future.
Now, but that's a little ways out though, no?
Yeah, but because I'm actually sorry if I'm saying this out loud, but I'm actually still in high school and I wanted to try going to one of the games, but because of my class and stuff, me about to graduate, I was thinking, why not watch? And then probably like when the new year begins, I can probably go to the games.
Gotcha. Yeah, no, I mean, definitely recommend that. And it's nice that you nearby have like a stadium that you could go to with a team that is actually competitive. We're over here in Connecticut, and the closest stadium is MetLife Stadium, and you have two of the worst teams in the league every single year.
Hey. We got Jacksonville. We got 3 teams, an IFL team who made world champions, the Jaguars who are going to make history, and the national championships of the Jacksonville Sharks, which is in another league for baseball.
Yeah, I mean, there you go. So there's a lot going on there.
Yeah, yes. I didn't realize Jacksonville.
Now
hotbed.
Now, are you saying? I mean, the AFC. Technically wide open. Chiefs have been in the Super Bowl the last few years. Are you making the Super Bowl card? The call, guaranteeing it, or no?
I'm making the guarantee early. It's better to put it in because some of the teams are doing well this season. Like Seattle came out of nowhere when they started playing after the Jags. They're coming out on the NFC a lot. But the Colts one did surprise me. I'm just glad the Colts are out and they have no shot making this season.
Yeah. Everything just hit the fan quick. That's for sure. Now, if you had to, who are the Jags facing in the Super Bowl?
If I had to choose, oh my god. Let me look real quick because I have literal papers here just everywhere being like, okay, this is the team. Give me a second.
Research, dude. The research.
Also, they let you out for Christmas break early. I feel like usually high school, right? Don't they take you to Tuesday?
Yeah, I'm still in high school.
No, but I'm saying you no class today?
No, we got out of class 4 days ago.
Oh wow.
Wow, that's awesome.
Taking it easy there, Jacksonville.
Yeah, but the only teams that I'm willing to think that we might have to go against in the Super Bowl, if we make the Super Bowl, is either the Niners, Philly, or Detroit, because Dallas scares me a lot, but Dallas has not been that good of a team this season. Even with Dak Prescott, CeeDee Lamb, there's not a lot of chances for them to win.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and Houston, I forgot. Houston we have to watch out for, too, in the AFC.
Yeah. No, so it's gonna be an interesting playoffs. We'll see what happens. And one more here before we let you go. Josh B, one of our faithful here, wants to know what baseball team you like.
MLB.
Yeah.
God, I'm not an MLB guy, but I have a couple MLB friends out there. Some of them say the Pirates or LA, but I'm definitely a Pirates guy because we have a Hispanic player. What's his name? Roberto Clemente from Puerto Rico. Played a lot. Named this stadium after him down in the island.
Yeah,
so that's
why
hell of a player.
Pirates.
Hell of a player, and Paul Skeens as well. So we'll see. But yeah, good luck with the rest of the season, and definitely keep tuning in. Comment, call anytime. We appreciate it, and good catching up with you.
You're welcome. Thank you for having me on the podcast.
All right, man. Have a good one.
Easy, Nick.
And then Josh B, it's doing it all for us.
Dallas is out.
Listen, we'll just leave it at that. We know what the playoff picture looks like. A lot of games to go over. And I guess that was really all the comments, right?
Yeah, basically. Yeah.
Give or
Josh B was saying welcome.
Oh, I think I know what I was going to say for the
What are you going to say,
picks.
dude?
They're, obviously talking trash, but then kind of like,
talking trash.
No answer in terms of like, well, we still have the playoff picks. So, it would be nice to double down. I'm sure Kev will do, no, I'm golfing, this and that. But it has to be for something. So, I guess it could be for the meal after the golf, but I would love to just go double down on it. We should be able to play 2 rounds next year, too.
Of course you'd want to double down.
What? I think I make the rules, so I'm going to say, right? Well, like, if it was up to you, right? You would say the double down rather than the dinner, or? if
you were the
commissioner.
If I were the commissioner, I guess I would appreciate the double down, but also like that.
If it's dinner, it's dinner.
If it's dinner, it's dinner.
All right.
I'm down.
Fair enough. But I might go and overrule. We'll kind of see what we get for the Kev do.
I mean, if they want to do, I don't care. But then if it is like, then they got to come here or something. Sakura here, Westport.
Yeah. So that's it.
Hibachi.
That's the stipulation. Yeah.
Yes.
That is the compromise here.
So that's not a bad one. I mean, they'll enjoy Sakura. They will.
They will. So and then so it's either a double down or for dinner, but the golf and dinner's here. That's it. So well, Josh, we're giving you the option. So you make the call, bud. Okay.
The ball is in your court.
Good to have Ernie here with the year. And then him, complaining about the 18-week season. But yeah, is what it is. Stipulations. So dinner or dinner with the golf here or double down on the golf. Your choice.
Yep.
But let's go now to the world of the National Football.
This kid is special, man. You didn't think to do that.
Gonna run for it. He got it. And there he goes. Oh, the play of the year in the NFL. Throws intercepted by Surtain. Nobody's gonna catch him. Jones to the end zone. Touchdown. Quincy Williams leveling Murray. There he goes. Jamar Chase. Not yet. Touchdown Bengals. Stafford. Williams. What a hit by Buda Baker. Buda Baker just saved a touchdown.
Today's NFL segment is brought to you by Velvet Llama, premium canned cocktails crafted by MLB bartenders with a playful spirit. Enjoy their award-winning espresso martini with Italian espresso and chocolate notes, the Christmas mascot mule with Nigerian ginger, or the spicy margarita with organic agave and jalapeno. These ready-to-drink treats are made with the finest ingredients. Grab yours at velvetllama.com and ride the smooth wave with Velvet Llama. Anything back from Josh on the wager here? Or we do the playoffs to decide where we're playing Connecticut. No. I mean, I think we made the rules, Josh. So your call, since you're most likely going to win. So it's either here and then we're playing for the dinner or double down. All the marbles on the table. I mean, I would think next year, we're due for what, 5 rounds, I would say?
Probably.
Yeah.
All the marbles on the table, dude.
No, it's just so funny. They're really on their high horse. Like, it's like, I know, like, for the playoffs, like, it's not even going to be close.
Wow.
It really is not even going to be close. They've been getting so lucky, Tony. I mean, I don't think I've ever seen such luck, honestly. Maybe Denver with all the close games this year, honestly. That's what I would compare it to. And then, like, the first time all season the Raiders decided to show up.
No, yeah, you're not wrong.
That was
wrong.
That was sucks. A Kev Do trying to stick it to us.
That was Kev Do. Kev Do made the call, I guess.
Yeah, he did make the call. And I don't know if he called it in. And then he said it's going to be a fun discussion with Kev.
Oh, boy.
I have to ask you this, actually. And Josh is going to lose it and say, here we go. But this has nothing to do with football. But I had, like, a very, like, I want to say I must have sent 100 texts between two things over the last, I don't know, let's say 48 hours. So the first one, because it was the first thing, because I think it was on Friday night, I was saying how in no way, shape or form, the Jake Paul fight was real. And I was just absolutely bombarded. I'm no fun. Like, oh, he broke his jaw. That's fake, right? This and that. So I'm just curious, your thought there. Are you in between? Could it go either way? Like, I just think, you saw the whole thing with Tyson. He couldn't punch him and like these backdoor deals. Like, right. I think it's all just a scam. And I was just curious. Any thoughts there?
No, I mean, I think it is. I do think it is. Yeah, no, okay. I do. Again, I think the Mike Tyson fight was pretty evident of that when he fought Fury's brother, right?
Right.
Fury's brother too. Yeah. I mean, like, I don't know. It seems like
he's an actor.
Exactly. That's what it seems like, and I get it, like maybe this fight was different because this is not for nothing the first time he fought a boxer that was actually still boxing, you know, like professionally, like,
right.
And obviously Joshua here, big dude, best boxer, one of the better boxers around. So I don't know. I could see maybe that like that type of offers on the table for everyone.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like, if you want to actually fight me, I guess we could. Because I don't know. It seems like I think Joshua was actually like hitting punches. We're gonna get a call from Ernie right now. I'm sure. I don't know if Ernie was in on the.
Oh no, he was in on it.
I don't know where he comes from.
He was in on it.
But you cannot sit here before Ernie gets a chance to speak. And tell me that these are not absolute cash grabs. These fights.
Thank you, Tony. Thank you.
Okay.
Tony.
And when that is a factor, like these fights they're I wouldn't say they're illegitimate, but they definitely feel like they're not as legitimate, I guess, right? Like,
which would also mean they're illegitimate.
They're illegitimate.
What's up, Bernie?
Yeah. What do you got to me?
You. What up?
So I had to call, right? Because you guys are having a strictly emotion and feeling ass based conversation. The fight was real because it was the only fight that Jake Paul has had since Tyson Fury that was a sanctioned professional bout under Florida boxing rules. Every other fight that he has had was an exhibition that, yes, you can say is scripted, acted, whatever. Mm-hmm. But this fight with Anthony Joshua was a sanctioned professional heavyweight bout. I'm guessing people have a problem connecting the words to the fight because it was 8 rounds. Most undercard fights that are not championship or big fights are not 12-round fights. If you look at a fight that has 2 people that don't necessarily have a big career long or they're going for something huge, bro, those fights are 8 rounds. Those fights with up and coming boxers are 8 rounds. This was an 8-round fight. The only question was, can he get rid of him earlier? But if you actually watch the entire fight, bro, Jake Paul was on his bike the entire fight. If it's scripted, he would not have been running the entire fight, bro. He got tired. That's why he stopped running. And then he stopped running and he got his ass whooped.
But if we're saying that if it's not scripted, meaning that it could be scripted, you're just saying that it can't be part of the script, that it's like, oh, we had to make this last 6 rounds. How do you do that? He runs around the ring and look, I mean, and does those grabs,
no, what I'm saying is that because it's a sanctioned fight, if it's scripted, Anthony Joshua will never be able to box again. That's what I'm trying to explain to you. It's a sanctioned fight. If that fight at the end of the day comes out that it was scripted, that which doesn't make sense that Jake Paul would, with his ego, would write himself a loss and an embarrassing loss at that. Like Anthony Joshua would have legal ramifications to a scripted fight during a sanctioned boxing
But a
match.
lot of people are saying like Joshua's at the end, so why would he not just want one more big payday? Now he doesn't have to box again.
Because Joshua's not at the end. He's just coming off of getting knocked out from a fighter. He's not at the end though. He's
usually when you
20 or like in his 30s.
I feel like he's like 34.
No, like I'm saying he's not at the age where he's done yet. He hasn't retired.
I'm saying he's coming off of a knockout. You know what I'm saying? It's like, so usually, you get knocked out. I mean, usually a lot of times that's the beginning of the end.
You get knocked out.
So this is like something, okay, I just agree to these parameters. I don't know how much the money was. Let's say it's $50-60 million. Then they don't have to worry about anything again. And everyone, Jake Paul, the broken jaw, is that fake, this or not? First of all, like he wants sympathy from everybody. I mean, he made again $50 or $60 million, and there's not one person in here that could tell me with a straight face that they wouldn't have their jaw broken for $60 million. Mm-hmm. Like it's not even a question. So that's why it's like that's not a good validation for why that it's not it's real or not.
And I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'm obviously not a huge boxing aficionado here, but I will say it's like, yeah, even though those matches are like exhibition matches technically, but does that not if you're going to say those are scripted and fixed, does that not ruin the validity of any other fight this guy does? Sanctioned or not. It just seems like a lot of, it just seems like it was scripted.
It's in the verbiage though. Like an exhibition means nothing matters. It can be
when
a fight is sanctioned.
Exhibition does not mean we predetermine the outcome though.
Yeah, that's not what it's supposed to be.
That's not an exhibition. That's not an exhibition. No,
you could
no.
But you could though, and you're not gonna break any rules in doing that.
No, but you know what it is? I think the thing is you and Josh and Kev and whoever else in the chat and stuff, you guys have a WWE background. So I just feel like something like that, you just you resonate towards that. So I think that's what it is. That's fine. Everybody can have an imagination, but it doesn't mean that it's real at the end of the day.
It's the fact that words have meanings and you can't dictate what the word means based on how you feel about the person. A sanctioned fight means a real fight that if a actual boxer were to go in there and throw a fight, they will never be able to fight again.
Yeah, but like again, like you think Jake Paul gives a shit about what words mean? Like he doesn't give a shit. Or Anthony Joshua. That's why people are saying this, because he's that type of person who doesn't give a shit.
Or Anthony Joshua.
Well, he didn't even get. If he announced that he's going to go into a cruiserweight or a light heavyweight division, which he announced at the end of the fight.
But
he is pretty much letting everybody know that he's going to be.
But they both have made enough money where they never have to box again. So I think that's why it's like, oh, why would they do that? It's because they have enough money. It doesn't matter.
That's you're basing your opinion just off how you feel off the person, bro. The definition of the fight that they had was a real professional bout, sanctioned bout.
I think though, but
we're basing it off reality of who this guy is,
of who he is, and then the fact too that you think that it can't be something that is a possibility that it's rigged just means that it is, because it's like the fact that you're completely discounting when the guy has done it before. I mean, come on. Like, it's like we've seen this.
And they've never rigged a sanctioned fight in the history of boxing before. Like,
yeah, like, and this is a good point. Josh here says, so Floyd fights were fixed. Everybody said afterwards the whole fight with McGregor was fixed. Like, it was supposed to go long to get eyeballs watching it. And he clearly could have knocked him out in the first round. Like,
was all that sanctioned, that fight?
Literally,
that was a sanctioned fight?
That was a sanctioned fight. It's officially on Floyd's record. And everybody said it was the biggest cash grab they've ever seen. It was a blind robbery. There's millions of videos on it. So if that's sanctioned, this is sanctioned. What's the difference?
Because you had an MMA guy boxing an actual boxer. These are two boxers boxing each other in a boxing match.
I just see, you know what? I know what this is. It's just like you guys, like for whatever reason, like Jake Paul. So it's just like you're just coming to his defense that you want him to be legitimized. But at the end of the day, he's done nothing to prove that he's legitimate. And that's really just the truth.
You can't say that he's done nothing to prove he's legitimate when he's had sanctions fight against actual sanctions.
But we just gave you the example of a sanctioned fight. But whether it's a UFC fighter or not.
A sanctioned real fight.
But whether it's a sanctioned fight or not, the McGregor fight was sanctioned and it was fixed. So what's the difference with this?
You haven't noticed he's lost every sanctioned fight that he's had?
The two that he's had, yeah.
But again, so maybe, but you don't think that
he's lost. So in real boxing matches, he's lost.
But you don't think that there's something to what's in it for Anthony Joshua?
What's the
who's
point?
A world
What's your
champion?
Point,
like, why would he agree to a fight where he could lose to a YouTube fighter and get embarrassed? Like, why would he put that risk out there? If it wasn't just the outcome wasn't already determined, why would that be worth it for him?
Because he knew he was going to win since the outcome wasn't going to be determined. You think he would have took the fight if he was going to take an L?
I just think at the end of the day, because we saw a sanctioned fight be fixed before, it is nonsense to think that another sanctioned fight can't be fixed. And that's just the truth. We have precedent for it.
And then also you keep saying that he's done nothing for boxing. He's done nothing for this. Bro, like, do you know that fine, I get it. You guys aren't boxing aficionados, but what he's doing for the sport of boxing, those fights on the undercards, regardless of his fight, don't even look at his fights. The fights that we're getting on the undercards of anything that he's been promoting as far as boxing has been beautiful for the sport of boxing.
I mean, I never said anything about him. I was just talking about him. I don't
and
know
also, I mean, I don't know how, like, I just think at the end of the day, how is it beautiful?
The fighters are getting paid more. So if you're asking why, if you're asking why Anthony Joshua took it, maybe because it's a $92 million payday to knock somebody the fuck out.
But the point is,
in his he's never made that much.
It's not growing boxing because you're looking at a guy who's taking shortcuts and not working himself through the boxing ranks like a bunch of people are that we don't even know their names that deserve more recognition than he does.
How?
Because they're putting in the work. They're going through the ranks. He's just like setting up, and whether they're considered exhibition matches or not,
just announced.
He doesn't have, but he hasn't earned that right at the end of the day.
Listen,
he's collected paychecks. That's the only thing that he's earned.
He just announced he's entering the cruiserweight or lightweight division.
No, that's great. That's great. Listen, I mean, obviously, look, the guy obviously trains, whatever, looks good. You can't deny it. The fact that the only reason why he was getting those exhibition fights and those eyes on him had nothing to do with the fact that he was boxing.
And that he deserved it.
No, it didn't.
No, but he wasn't fighting nobody in the ranks. He was fighting people who were already retired. So One has nothing to do with the other.
What do you mean? It does though, because he's used those exhibition boxing matches to raise his popularity, infamy, whatever, and he's able to declare to go fight in some whatever cruiserweight, whatever.
And taking that,
but he's not fighting for he can't.
But he's not taking away that opportunity from somebody who actually has worked their ass off and worked their way through the ranks, but he's taking it away from them. That's growing the sport.
Anthony Joshua's not a title holder.
It's still
Anthony Joshua right now would be at the bottom of the ranks of a heavyweight division.
It's still just at the end of the day, it's a trash product. I don't support it. You want to give me a boxing match between two guys who actually deserve to be there, I will watch it any day. It has nothing to do with me not liking boxing. I don't like script produced content, and that's just what it is. It's just boxing should not be scripted, and that's what it is. Jake Paul's not a fighter, he's an actor, and I think it's just a disgrace that he gets this money for doing absolutely nothing.
So let me ask you a question. Jake Paul enters the cruiserweight division. His first fight is against an actual ranked boxer. He wins. You're going to call that fight fake?
Everything.
I don't know what to believe now. Yeah. How could you know what to believe with this guy?
I will never trust him ever.
So as long as Jake Paul is boxing, he could take the route that you're telling him
he's not going to take the route because he can't beat a real boxer. That's the point. He has no chance. But he has no chance. He's going to lose every time. He can enter it all the one. He's going to get his ass kicked.
I'm asking a hypothetical. He already said that he's entering into the cruiserweight division once he heals up. So he enters into the division. He fights somebody on the bottom rank. He wins. You're just going to call it fake because you still don't like him?
And then speaking of that, Aaron says, are we really bringing legitimacy to the Jake Paul nonsense? He's not furthering the sport, and I'm glad he got knocked the fuck out. Thank you.
Not furthering the sport is kind of crazy when he's giving boxers better healthcare, better payouts. I mean,
I'm all for good stuff, good matches, whatever we're talking about with sports, but Jake Paul is a phony, and I'm not going to support him. I think it's trash product, and my opinion is not going to change to that. And I think he would be better off. Maybe he could star in Fast and Furious 25. I think that would be a better role for him than getting into the ring.
Well, I think in a couple of years, we're going to see a lot of Jake Paul promotions doing a lot of good things for boxing because he's doing better for boxing than what the WBO, WBC is doing. He's doing better for their medicals. He's doing better payouts. He's doing better productions. The undercard fights are a lot better. You're seeing fights that you want to see happen. I see the writing on the wall. Eventually, you guys will see it.
Yeah. And
I'll talk to y'all later.
All right. Sounds good. Thank you, Ernie. And I think there's a better chance that he's in prison in 5 years and grows the sport of boxing. But that's just me. And I love it. And he says his jaw wasn't broken. That was fake. Yeah, you can't fake a broken jaw. That doesn't mean the fight's not fake. And then he says, Jake Paul promotion. Oh, I just puked. Exactly. Give me real fighters, real boxers. This is the problem with boxing. Let's get a championship bout, not an acting job. I mean, enough is enough. So I honestly, Tony, I have to say, it really, Matt, actually, I had Matt over yesterday, and he obviously agreed with me about this. He thinks it's complete nonsense, but really was just refreshing because I really, like in the group chat, the Josh B's taking on the chin of this, like it was just so annoying. Like, this is a bunch of crap. I like real sports, not Broadway plays. Like, it's just.
Yeah, I don't know. It's tough. I mean, I feel like, part of it, I mean, I don't want to speak for these guys, but I feel like the fact that Ernie and Josh, I mean, these guys are a little bit older. I want to say they remember more of like, not the heydays of boxing, but at least when it was more popular, right? I mean, I feel like at least in our generation, guys, people younger than us too, other than these big name fights, I feel like for us, like the MMA, UFC has become, way more popular. Like I find myself, watching UFC or Bellator, on weekends where there is boxing, and it's just like, you know.
Well, and I think too, the WWE thing is definitely part of it because there's no way they'll never admit to it. But I'm sure back in the day, because they go back to those days, they were probably the people that said, no, WWE's real. Like before Vince McMahon admits it. Like, so you were fooled then, you're getting fooled again.
Yeah.
And then also Aaron says the fact that Jake Paul is even a thing just speaks to how boxing's dying. And that's what I'm saying. And it's like, I'm not hating on boxing. I just want to see people who work their way through the ranks and deserve to be there fight. And not actors. I mean, it's like, how does that not make sense, Josh? And then he says that was so ass backward, his jaw was broken. It was false. And it's just like, I explained this to you already. Like, it's like in the contract, they definitely said this fight needs to go 6 rounds or 5 rounds. And then whatever happens after that is whatever happens after that. And you don't think Anthony Joshua, who's a world champion boxer, isn't just like, all right, it's my time. I'm going to knock this guy the fuck out. And that's what happened. There you go. I mean, it's not that like hard to comprehend. So, and then lastly here, Ernie says, we all know wrestling is fake. It's an adult soap opera with live action stunts. You just don't get it and think it's a burn, LMAO. No, we know that, but I'm saying that's why you like this stuff, because you believed in that stuff before it was announced that it was fake. So that was point of contention number 1 for me. And then point of contention 2, Tony, was the college football playoff. You know how you had James Madison and Tulane in? They were both 17, 20-point underdogs in these games. Both, of course, lost by 3 scores at least. And so JD was just hammering it home that at least one group of 5 team needs to be in there. And it's just like, why? We're wasting our time. I was even arguing with someone who was a Tulane graduate, I think.
No way.
Well, he's definitely a Tulane fan, whatever. I was actually ripping him. And he just, so he goes, because I was actually tweeting at Keith McPherson, and I was just like, there's no point of having James Madison and Tulane in. And then he goes, and last time in the regular season, Tulane, during the regular season, they lost by 30. And they go, yeah, so why would it be any different this time? And he goes, we had a transfer quarterback. He didn't know any receivers' names. So then I go, maybe next time he should have name tags. And then after the game, I just send 5 dots in that chain. No response, of course. But you know what I mean? It's like, give me the 12 best teams.
Right.
There's no participation trophy. Why? Why do we need people that are going to get blown out? Why is that good?
Right. I mean, you talk about rigged. I mean, I feel like the whole college football, the decision making, the council. Like, I mean, this is the second year in a row. Like, you're talking about like how nonsense it is.
Yeah. Just give me the 12 best. I don't need the this and the that and the good story. Like, there's no Cinderella is dead. Mr. Wonderful took it in the back and shot it. Okay.
Yeah, that's right, dude.
Anything else here? I know there was a bunch of comments.
Yeah, I mean, I guess so. I mean, let's see. I guess Aaron did ask, do you think it's a failure of promoters or lack of boxing talent? Ernie says failure of promoters and letting fighters handpick their own opponents. That has what has been killing boxing. Aaron says it's a damn shame. He says, for example, boxing fans today think that Bud Crawford is pound for pound greatest of all time. Josh P says the monogamy, LMAO. Honestly, it is a shame. I mean, I wish boxing was maybe better promoted. I mean, again, how did the UFC get popular? Right. Dana White's a tremendous promoter.
Yeah.
And you can talk days about him. The pros and cons of him, but I don't know, man. I mean, at the end of the day, it's like, again, Ernie, you seem to know more about boxing than I or Brian necessarily, but I mean, it doesn't take a genius to tell you that Jake Paul is like that the Paul brothers are like not great people, like, I mean, they've been, they've lived in infamy for a while, and yes, they've rebranded themselves, both on boxing and WWE, which is fine, but I don't know, man. I mean, to have this guy be a poster child for the future of your sport, like Brian said, I mean, I'm not going to like wish for it, but the guy could be in prison in the next 5 years. Like really, honestly, just the way the way the Paul brothers have trended. I mean, they've fucked up many times, you know. So it's like, okay, we'll see what happens. I mean, this guy wants to try to fight legitimate. That's another thing. It's like you do all this shit that's illegitimate. It's like, how can you ask me to sit here and say, "Oh, sanctioned fight"? I'm just gonna believe that, I guess some people will, some people don't. It's fine. It could go either way, but I guess we'll see how his boxing
what this
career
reminds me of? I know it always comes back to a marriage, but Sopranos, Tony constantly cheating on Carmela.
Right.
And then it's like, after he gets kicked out, they're separated for a year. Oh, Carmelo, I swear, I won't do anything. And then what did he do? Like, it's the same thing. And it's a crying shame. And the problem is, yes, the promotion needs to be better and get the top guys fighting each other. And if we had rivalries with fights, with matchups that were seen first, second, third time, like I remember when it was a good matchup, Pacquiao versus Juan Manuel Marquez. That was something what we saw, 3 or 4 times. That was great. And if Floyd wasn't ducking, facing Manny Pacquiao during his prime, that was great. And honestly, where I really all went downhill for me, I don't know if did you watch originally when it was McGregor Mayweather? Did you watch that?
Yeah, I watched that.
And at the time, I had no idea. Like, I thought it was like all legitimate.
Mm-hmm.
And then I found out after
nice.
that was it. But I was like, wow, this is sick. Like McGregor actually shot. Like,
right. Yeah.
Nonsense.
No,
nonsense. But yeah, that's it. So yeah, that's a long-winded way. We have to have our turbo jets on slightly for the NFL recap here.
Oh yeah.
But we had 2 on Saturday. Eagles 29-18 over the Commanders. That wasn't
nothing
a surprise
crazy
there.
Mariota was all right.
Yeah, Mariota was all right. And I believe, didn't he get injured later into
I think he did, yeah.
Into the game here.
Oh, yeah, that's right. And then who the hell they
Josh Johnson, who's been on a grid, journeyman. But the Eagles becoming the first team since the Eagles in 2004 to repeat as NFC East champions. So knocking Dallas out of the playoffs. So we know Kev Dew raised a glass of Hennessy. Hopefully he didn't black out like a couple Fridays ago.
Oh, man.
But anyway, so, Eagles 10-5, champs, playoffs, all of that. I don't know if much can really be taken from this. They've beaten the Raiders and the Commanders back-to-back weeks with, second and third string quarterbacks. But we know the Eagles are going to be in the playoffs. Barkley had a great game. So they were talking about this on Rick and Dave. I mean, do you think it's possible, Tony, that there's like an on switch with this team? I mean, we saw the run they went on last year. They haven't looked like that team this year. But I mean, is there any part of you that sees that as in the realm of possibility?
Yeah. I don't see why not. Yeah, I mean, the talent is still there, right? I mean, all those position players, the receivers, Hurts, obviously, Barkley too. I mean, it's very possible. But like you said, just this year, maybe. I mean, against a tough opponent, deep into the playoffs, I feel like they're going to fold a little bit, And I think it's going to be, more so maybe the locker room woes coming to fruition a little bit there. Because like I said, talent is there. It's possible, but I mean, I don't think they're going to go on that run. They're not versus the Jaguars, for the Super Bowl, dude.
So, I mean, no, like you just think, like you're almost thinking one and done.
I mean, let's see. Who would they be slated to play?
I believe,
right
are they the 3?
Let's see where we are. Playoffs here. They are the 3.
And go up and then see how it says like play. Oh no, that okay. Sorry. So the 6 is who?
The
San Francisco.
That seems like a one and done for them, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, possibly could be, dude. Because I mean, I like the Niners. I'm sure we'll talk about them more tomorrow. But Niners in the first round against the Eagles, I kind of like those odds.
Yeah. No, I would say so too. But I think that would be a good game. Nevertheless. So.
Oh yeah, of course.
Let's see what happens. So you look at the Eagles, and I'm trying to think too in terms of so Bills and Commanders to finish out the season.
Mm-hmm.
And then in terms of just the playoff ladder here, so technically if Chicago were to drop the last 2, they win the last 2, maybe they could move up to the number 2 seed, and then they would most likely play the Packers. So it'll be interesting to see how that plays out. And then also on the other side, it'll be interesting to see how the Commanders go about retooling this roster 1 year removed from the NFC Championship game. And right now, they're currently 4-11. So quite the fall from grace. Tough one for the Packers in Chicago.
Crazy game.
For the nightcap.
Crazy game.
You had the onside kick at the end, and then the DJ Moore touchdown to seal it for the Bears. The Jordan Love concussion. Josh Jacobs leaving with an injury as well. Malik Willis filling in admirably, actually. So a tough loss, but what a season for Chicago. What a turnaround for Caleb Williams, for Ben Johnson, as the Bears move to 11-4 here. Williams, 2 touchdowns, 250 yards. Obviously, that game-winning touchdown to DJ Moore, who they said first winning season, I believe, since his senior year in high school in 2014.
Oh, wow.
That's kind of crazy. He was on the Panthers, the Bears, and I guess in college he had losing seasons as well. But what a job. I mean, Ben Johnson, should it even be a question, Tony, that he's the coach of the year?
Yeah, like you said, there shouldn't be a question at all. You can't deny that guy. I feel like for Caleb Williams too, I mean, I don't know. I mean, we were on it a little bit. I mean, we were almost not writing him off, but I mean, very skeptical of what this guy was going to look like as a future quarterback in the NFL, if that were to even be a thing for him, you know? And Chicago completely turning around, and then, you know, they could win that division, which is absolutely crazy when you think about, obviously, the company they have, Packers included. And to win it in this dramatic fashion, I mean, that's all Ben Johnson. It's all like leadership, just overall culture and mindset that he instills on some of these players. So you gotta love it, dude. You gotta love it a lot. It definitely made for some great football. I mean, I was at Harrison's house bugging.
Yeah, no, it was absolutely nuts. So 5 days from now,
it was one of those "where were you" games.
Packers host the Ravens. We'll see if Jordan Love goes, or if they kind of settle on the fact that more than likely they are going to be the 7th seed in the NFC and want to get ready. And honestly, the Ravens are in shambles. We'll talk about that. But, you know, and then they finish at the Vikings. But both teams that we are going to see in the postseason. So that was the Saturday slate. On to Sunday. You know, another toilet bowl game, MetLife. Giants with a chance, but fall once again. I believe it's 9 in a row now. But they lose to the Vikings 16-13. So despite J.J. McCarthy throwing for 108 yards and a pick, the Vikings get their 3rd straight win, move to 7-8. But for Dave, you know, he's 2 losses away from the Giants securing that number 1 pick, a pick that I believe they haven't had since the 50s or 60s. I know that was a trivia question for JD. So, you know, McCarthy, after having a good game the game before, didn't look great, but the Vikings could still have a 500 season here. And there have been some rumblings. Oh, would the Vikings move on from O'Connell? I think there's 0% chance of that, but I think it's going to be one of those retoolings. And I would think at the very least, the Vikings, I mean, you have Justin Jefferson. You know, you want McCarthy to work. I think the jury's still out. He hasn't even had a full season of starts yet. But I would think at the very least they will bring in, you know, a highly competitive backup for some competition in the offseason.
They're going to need to, dude, right?
Yeah.
I mean, geez.
But so, you know, we'll see what happens. And like I said, the Giants, 2 losses away, but can they lose to the Raiders? But the Raiders almost beat the Texans, which we'll get to. So we'll have to see. The Bills hang on to beat the Browns 23-20. So their 11th victory, you know, of this season. James Cook has been unbelievable, 117 yards, 2 touchdowns. So, you know, you look at the standings here for Buffalo, and you know, they are 1 game behind New England. So if they were to win in the last 2 and then the Patriots lose out, they could still win the division. The Patriots did clinch a playoff spot last night. But a lot of people, you know, there's been a lot of discussion, and we were talking about it with our caller earlier, without Mahomes standing in the way. I mean, things are wide open for the Bills, but you think because they will have to play every game on the road more than likely, that kind of diminishes their chances here to go on a run.
For the Bills?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, yeah, I do think so. I mean, obviously, I mean, the Bills at home, Orchard Park, big deal.
Swan song, too.
Oh, it's right.
Stadium, yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's kind of sad.
Yeah.
From
that but the new stadium,
dude.
Looks pretty dope.
Dude. Yeah, of course. But yeah, dude, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I know, again, a lot of people talking about, you know, Chiefs out of the picture, Josh Allen, even you said this could be his time, but I don't think anything's really guaranteed for the Bills here.
Yeah.
You know?
Jacksonville looks good. That's who they would play. But not to say that I don't think they could win, but I just, you know, don't think it'll necessarily be easy.
Nothing's guaranteed.
And that defense, you know, has to button it up. We'll see.
No guarantees.
The Browns fall to 3-12. Shador, 2 picks, threw for $157. Yeah, so we'll see what happens. But finishing out here, you know, for Buffalo, they are hosting the Eagles and then hosting the Jets. So we'll see if they can get lucky there in terms of, you know, reclaiming that AFC crown. But it'll definitely be tough after that win last night for New England.
Do you think they're going to be in the Super Bowl, Brian? Come on.
You know, I guess they're due. And James Cook is so good. I mean, people were talking about this, I think, in the group chat and yesterday and stuff. But I mean, he might be the most underrated running back in the league. No?
Yeah, no, I agree. I agree.
Your mother, good morning.
Good morning, Mom. So you think Bills?
I'm going to say yes.
Yes.
But I'm not like confident. I think it's just wide open, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
But if there was going to be a time, you know, and then they could make a new doc, you know, instead of the 4 falls of Buffalo, it will be a return to glory. You know, we'll have to see.
It's writing itself right now.
Writing itself. The Chargers, second consecutive 11-win season under Jim Harbaugh, doubling up the Cowboys 34-17. Cowboys were obviously eliminated from playoff contention before the game. But the Chargers, with that Broncos loss as well, still alive for the division. Herbert was great, 23-29, 300 yards, 2 touchdowns. Marion Hampton, second game back from that injury, 16-85 and a score. So Chargers, you know, I think one of the best overall teams in the league. And, you know, we've seen them crash and burn in the playoffs before. But they do appear to be a stronger overall team between that defense and offensively. I think they do a great job running the ball. Herbert's kind of dialed in. I think that is a tough matchup for anybody. And right now, they would go to Pittsburgh to play the Steelers. Oh, it's interesting though. I would definitely take the Chargers though. I think the Chargers are a better team than the Steelers. And because you're not facing the curtain, I think if they were facing the curtain, I would like the Steelers. But because that Steelers defense isn't great,
it's not great.
I feel like,
yeah, I guess so. I mean, you think it's better than the Cowboys defense though?
The Steelers?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, of course. But I mean, it's you have 11 wins. You're a good team. Obviously.
Yeah, of course. But I don't know. I feel like, you know, I think this game, you know, showed what Herbert can do against a poor defense, honestly, which is to take advantage. I mean, you know, not a lot of missed throws
by Herbert.
Balls no tip balls the line, dude. But I don't know. I think you put him in front of a better defense, such as the Steelers, you know, on the road too. I mean, I don't know. I don't love it. I suppose. Yeah, I mean, obviously, you know, Chargers definitely proving themselves. Actually, did they play the Steelers? They did play the Steelers. They won 25-10 earlier this season. All right, well, there's a good indication. But still, I don't think it's guaranteed. Nothing's guaranteed. Not guaranteed, Brian.
And yeah. And so we'll have to see what happens. Dallas obviously shambles. Talk about Eberflus getting canned and Jerry summoning him to the booth during these games. So probably doesn't want to even look at him. The defense has been so bad.
Not good.
Obviously there'll be some changes in Big D. So 6-8-1 now in the season. So we'll need to win the last 2 to at least finish 500.
Not good.
The Chiefs, how about this? First time under 500, I think, since 2013, which was Andy Reid's last losing season, but he was with Philadelphia at the time. And second consecutive week, starting quarterback goes down with an ACL. This time, Gardner Minshew had to be replaced by Chris Oladokun. So the Chiefs down to the third string quarterback now 6-9, Tony. And I think have lost 6 out of 7. Things have completely fallen apart.
Not good.
So gonna need some retool. And you know, obviously Mahomes will be coming off that injury next year. But a game that I did call as well. I just felt like they've packed it in. And Minshew wasn't going to be any good, and obviously Oladokun isn't going to be any better. So Cam Ward actually has one of the best games of his career up to this point. 21-28, 228, 2 scores, and Tony Pollard over 100 yards again. Titans, though, 3-12, and all that does is hurt them in the draft order.
It does.
But so then next game here, we saw the Bengals 45-21 over the Dolphins. The Dolphins had been on a run, but now have dropped the last 2 to kind of take themselves out of the playoff mix. And you would think these are the final days of the Mike McDaniel tenure. Joe Burrow carving up this defense, 25 of 32, 309, 4 touchdowns. Chase 9 for 109 in what is yet another wasted season for the Bengals. I think 3rd straight season not in the playoffs. And it's interesting because I had thought like, Zach Taylor, dead man walking, but thinking about it and just hearing people talk, Mike Brown, the owner, very cheap. He's got a couple years left on that contract. So they're saying he'll probably be back, but Burrow, with the way he was talking about enjoying football, this and that, will probably have some power this offseason as Chief checks in with a 9 in terms of, what this roster is going to look like. But, definitely, I mean, if I were them, I would just cut or not cut, but like literally have 11 different defensive starters next year. Just completely blow it up.
Yeah.
I mean, this defense, I mean, is just absolutely embarrassing.
Defense is piss poor. Absolutely. And I'm giving Joe Burrow the keys to the car, I feel too. Yeah. Like whoever we want.
Coach.
Player coach. Dude, sure.
That's how you save, right? Same salary. So we'll see what they do, but obviously 2 disappointing seasons. And it's going to be interesting. I'm going to ask Jordan because I was telling you I'm going to see him later. He's here for the week from California. But he's a big Dolphins fan. What his thoughts are. I mean, it seems like Tua is going to be showing the door, all that remaining money. What do they do at head coach? A-Chain's the star, but that's about it. And then Tyreek Hill probably gets released, his career over. Who knows? The Jets' season has been over for a while, but, for Tankathon, they're now up to 4th after a 29-6 loss to the Saints. Something that me, you, and Jay all saw coming.
Yep.
We were talking about this on Friday. A Shuck, 308 and a score.
Looking
Olave, 10 for 148, 2 touchdowns. But I think it's just good for the tank. And, they should lose the last 2 games, Patriots and Bills. I mean, what do you think, though? I mean, just in terms of it feels like a season where there are so many games where the Jets didn't show up, and you could argue with Brady Cook. I mean, how could you even show up? But do you think that as this season comes to a close and we assume they lose those last 2 games, I think it would be the first time ever, by the way, that they lose 14 games in a season if they were to lose the last 2. But do you think that we're getting to a point where it is feasible that it could be a one and done scenario with Glenn?
I think it should be. I mean, what does he really prove? He's proving nothing.
Why do you need
nothing,
him back?
Dude? You don't need him back, dude. Defense is bad. Offense is bad. The whole team is bad. And I don't know, man. I mean, I don't know. I feel like last season with the Lions, defense not good. Injuries were, the thorn in their side. But maybe it was Aaron Glenn too, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, this is another year.
Question deserves.
Team.
Should be asked.
Should be asked for sure. And I don't know, man. I mean, especially with the type of season you have, that you're gonna end up with, and like the position you're gonna have for the draft. Like, don't you want to have the right guy in place to be drafting the right players? Like. I mean, I feel like it wouldn't be a bad move to get rid of him. Like, regardless, I feel, even if you're kind of like, oh, maybe it will, maybe it won't. But I don't know, bring in some guy who has, like you said, experience, in drafting some, getting together a roster for a winning season, Do they still have no interceptions in the season?
Yes.
So they could be the first team.
Yes.
Okay.
And really,
I thought they had one last week. I thought they had one last week.
They do not. And it's interesting because if they don't get one next week, even if they get one the following week, it would be, with the new schedule, it would be the first team to do it, through the 16 games. So we'll see. But yeah, I agree. I mean, just rip this thing apart. I don't even care about one-year GM. I would do it. I know they won't. And Chief asked what disappointment with the fans. Imagine. Yeah, I mean, your starting quarterback and your running back get injured, Chief. I mean, come on. I mean, talk about luck for you. And in fact, too, should have started Trevor Lawrence, would have won. But he was going against Denver, and then Jordan Love was going against Chicago. I mean, if Jordan Love actually played the whole game, it would have been a different story.
Damn.
But congrats to you, Chief. Hope you win it.
Everybody's lucky.
Everybody is lucky, but that's a different story and a discussion for another day. Even like Jake Paul with his broken jaw, lucky with the $60 million.
Well, he is lucky.
I mean, that would suck so bad to have to eat through a tube for, I don't know if it's weeks or months or whatever, but could you just imagine though? But just by the time we were done, 60 million. I mean, come on,
my
dude.
God, dude.
What would be your first thing with the 60 million, honestly?
And I'm like me today, living in Bridgeport still. I'd move out of Bridgeport.
Greenwich or?
Marinette, dude.
Oh shit, dude! I can only imagine. Both of my so actually right. You got lucky. Yeah, okay, dude.
Yeah.
Anyhow, did the Panthers get lucky? They win 23-20 over the Bucs.
No, dude.
So they are in control here. And basically what it is they have to win their finale matchup against the Bucs in week 18. However, if the Bucs were to lose this week, that would clinch the division for the Panthers. They are at the Dolphins, so you would think they win, setting up that winning in, week 18 matchup that you would think would be featured on Sunday Night Football. But we'll see. But Baker, a shell of himself. I think it's a career high, 5 or 6 games where he has less than 20 completions, threw for $145. I mean, just the Panthers, the entire game seemed like the better team. Bryce Young threw for 191, 2 scores. McMillan and Sanders catching touchdowns, and collectively they had 4 different guys with 20 rushing yards, so that evened out to 101 yards. But what a season. And you talk about coaches of the year. I think Dave Canales definitely should be in the mention, even if it's going to go to Ben Johnson. But they will face the Seahawks at home. And then, like I said, that win in game against the Bucs if the Bucs win in Miami. So we'll see. But what a job by Dave Canales and the Panthers this year, because I think there is nobody who would have given them a shot to be a playoff team this year, or even 500.
No, definitely not me. No, nobody, dude. Especially being in the position they're in even right now. I wouldn't even say they'd be in the position to make the playoffs. And it is, like you said, good for Canales. Definitely another candidate for Coach of the Year. But it is a little sad to see the fall that is, Baker and the Bucs.
The run. But the funniest part is, like, the
it
run
still could happen. Yeah. It still could happen.
He looks shambles, the shoulder. I mean, come on. What are we doing? And then we talk about coaches of the year. I mean, Liam Cohen deserves to be in the conversation. The Jags on the road, snapping that big win streak for Denver. I think was it 10? I think it was 10, right?
10. It was 10.
10-game winning streak, or 11. No, wait, was it 11?
I think definitely
weren't they 1 and 2?
Yeah.
So it was 11.
You're right. It was
snapping 11 game winning streak here.
11.
So the Broncos winning their 11th game of the year, 34-20. Trevor Lawrence, 10 total touchdowns the last 2 weeks. He has been on fire. Best football of his career. Duval, Nick, and Parker Washington having one of the best games of his career. 6 for 145 and a score. So, you look at this for Jacksonville here, and I think, is this 5 in a row? I think they've won 5 in a row, if I'm not mistaken.
I think
6 in a
right.
row.
6 in a row.
But they lead the AFC South. Haven't clinched yet. Texans would need to win out. They need to lose out. We talked about, the potential, playoff matchup.
That's right.
With the Bills, that would be interesting. But I think they're a dangerous team. I think their defense is better than people think. So it'll be interesting. Can they kind of, get to a place where they haven't really been in a while? We had that one playoff comeback against the Chargers in Trevor Lawrence's first postseason appearance. But can they build from that, learn from that, and make a run here, a run that we haven't seen since Blake Bortles almost got them to the Super Bowl? But they are at the Colts next week and then finish with the Titans. So we'll see if they can win this division. And that would be a great game against the Bills. And for the Broncos, I mean, you knew that a loss was coming. They had won too many games in a row. But what do you think here for Denver? Is it almost, Tony, a good thing that they lost a game here rather than going into the playoffs? Which would what would have been a 14-game winning streak? I mean, are they better losing one here to kind of regroup?
I know it kind of sounds crazy, but I think so. Especially with Bo Nix, young quarterback. I know you got Peyton there, but younger team. Not used to being on that win streak, not used to being in the playoffs, not used to the pressure, the eyes. I think it is good to get a loss under your belt. And it's like, I mean, I don't know. It's not like they played terribly, I mean, Jacksonville, we mentioned, good team, hot right now. So I think they get that loss, get that reset, get just like a different look, to be honest, because I think a young team going to the playoffs on a win streak is sometimes mentally not deteriorating, demeaning.
Yeah,
sure.
Why not? It is, I guess those adjectives would be a good adjective to use for the two teams that play in the next game. That would be the Falcons and the Cardinals.
Yikes.
Two coaches that, I think, Black Monday will be DOA. But the Falcons do win 26-19. And Kirk Cousins looks actually pretty good. 197, 2 touchdowns, had the 1 pick, found Bijan Robinson 7 for 92. Also Kyle Pitts coming off that great performance. Good timing for him with free agency coming up, 7 for 57 in the score. And Bijan Robinson also had 76 yards on the ground, and Algier with 79. So talk about this all the time. But Atlanta, just feels like a team that would be very attractive for prospective head coaches. And they almost went with Belichick last time. It seems like he's going to stay in North Carolina, but you wonder, Arthur Blank, obviously not getting any younger.
Getting blanked.
Shooting blanks, I guess you could say. But if he would reconsider that, I mean, I think that wouldn't be the best idea. I would say just go with like an offensive mind. With Joe Brady from the Bills, I think would be a good idea.
That'd be nice.
Do not hire a defensive coach.
No.
But we'll see what they do. But Robinson, Algier, London, who made his return in this one, only had 3 for 27. And then if you could bring back Kyle Pitts, I mean, that's a pretty good, thing to work with. It just Penix, Cousins. I don't know. I still think Cousins has some football left. So we'll be interested to see if they have him sticking around with Penix coming off a third ACL. And then the Cardinals, you would imagine, fire the coach, and then would probably want to get rid of Murray.
Everyone.
But it would be Jet-like or Raider-like for them to take a stab at him. We'll see if they do that. But kind of crazy. But yeah, obviously a game between two disappointing teams. But get Bijan some help. We want to see Bijan in the playoffs. Bijan's one of my favorite players in the league, honestly. Ridiculous running back.
Yeah,
Ridiculous.
No, definitely underutilized, to say the least.
Almost like LT-like, I would say. That's how talented he is. So hopefully he can play some winning football in the next couple of years. The Steelers, for the 22nd consecutive season, are playing winning football. 22 straight seasons, 500 or better. Tomlin himself, 19 straight. This was the game of the day. And it's funny too, because I was watching Red Zone most of the day. Me and Matt were playing Shell. Of course, I lost 1-0, but I did get my redemption in playing the show derby, won that, and then did win the Madden game, which was close again.
Who'd you play with?
So let's see.
Both more Ravens.
Bills.
Oh wow, there we go.
Was the Bills. So that was good. And he was Houston actually, but yeah, it was a good game. But this game was nuts. The 2 callback, touchdowns there at the end, the long conference with the refs and the Steelers. It would have been the first loss for Mike Tomlin as the head coach, up 2 scores with 6 minutes or less remaining in the fourth. But they win here, the 9th win, inside track for the division. A Baltimore loss will clinch the division for the Steelers next week. And Jalen Warren, sure, it's against, a bad run defense here, but lit them up on the ground, 14 for 143, 10.2 yards per carry, 2 touchdowns. Rodgers threw for 265 and a score. And Kenneth Gainwell ran for 50 yards on the ground. Also was their leading receiver, 5 for 78. We had the DK Metcalf punch or swing, whatever you want to call it, in the crowd. I mean, this game had everything.
Yeah, dude, that was pretty wild.
I mean, do you think I think a suspension, the way Goodell buttoned up, the pinhead suits, right?
Yeah, I guess so. A short suspension, though. I don't think we should. Yeah, a game. Nothing crazy, which I guess really is meaning a lot. But I mean, I don't know. I'm not going to promote, people punching fans, but clearly the guy said something. What did he say? What was the context here?
I mean, yeah. I mean, it's not even really funny, but
it's not funny. I'm sure what he said probably warranted a swing. Yeah,
I'm sure what he said wasn't great. You still got to keep it together, regardless of what he said, though. So, I mean, luckily they won this game, even if it gets suspended for next.
Keep it together, man.
This is not going to cost them a playoff spot or the division. But what a disappointing season for Detroit, as they are hanging on for dear life, but pretty much are going to be eliminated, you would think, next week from playoff contention.
That's right.
And somebody on Twitter was saying, like, oh, they should just fire Dan Campbell.
That'd be kind of crazy.
I don't think that's the answer, right? Or no? I think just fix the defense, no?
Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't really seem like Dan Campbell's the reason why they're losing games. Just maybe the play calling he took over isn't great. But he needs like a better support group around him. I mean, this guy lost his OC in DC last season,
right?
So
and then he took off play calling, but that actually hasn't. But I think again, it's still the defense. I mean, Goff 364, 3 touchdowns.
That's what I mean. Yeah.
Playing from behind, I mean, it's just the defense.
Yeah, no, it's the defense.
Fix the defense. You got Aiden Hutchinson. So we'll see. The Raiders lose again, closer than everyone expected, though.
Yep, even us.
23-21. Austin Genty with the best game of his career so far in what's been a highly disappointing rookie season for him. 128 on the ground, rushing touchdown, and a 60-yard receiving touchdown. But not enough as the Raiders fall to 2-13. The Texans win their 7th straight, 3-5 to 10-5. Stroud under 200 yards, but threw a touchdown, 71 quarterback rating. Jawar Jordan, 15 for 53. Nico Collins, 4 for 59. And Dalton Schultz, had a touchdown. And I believe Houston also with a defensive touchdown, pick 6. We know about their defense. I think, probably a little underestimating the opponent here. And that was Derek Stingley Jr. who had the 31-yard pick 6. But 10-5, still a chance to win in the division. And I think a team, that's one of those cliche. Nobody wants to see them in the postseason with that defense, right?
Who?
Texans.
The Texans?
Yeah.
Oh, you're saying nobody wants to face them.
Yes,
I was gonna say, who doesn't want to see?
No.
I would see them in the playoffs. Yeah. No, you're totally right. I mean, the Texans, yes, dude. But a little tough for this one, dude. The 23-21. Like, are you fucking kidding me, dude? Are you fucking kidding me,
backs
dude?
against the wall, but we're gonna beat them in the playoffs. Josh B doesn't like the stipulations, but
he doesn't like.
We can't go by his judgment because he thinks Jake Paul is a real fighter.
Oh.
Anyhow, Tony. We'll see what happens there in the AFC South, but it'll be fascinating the last 2 weeks. And what has become a lost season here for Baltimore, losing again last night, 28-24. Lamar didn't play the second half. Now a back injury. It seems like he's had a back, a knee, a hip, an arm, an elbow, an ankle. Always injured. So the Patriots moved to 12-3, rebounding from that disappointing loss. Last week against the Bills. Drake May 380 through the air, and that's what I've been talking about all season with Baltimore. Not only does the offense not look right, the defense is not good. And I think that's the problem. And that's why most likely they're going to be sitting home for the playoffs. And who knows? Is this the end for Harbaugh? We'll see. He's had a lot of cracks here with Lamar Jackson, a multiple-time MVP. But the Patriots are impressive. They did lose Trevion Henderson to that head injury, which also ended up losing me in my fantasy matchup with Chief, even though technically Chief, Jonathan Taylor could have like 90 points and then maybe I could win, but he probably won't. But the Patriots are good. 12-3. First time in 3 years in the postseason. Tony Diggs looking like he was wearing a Bills uniform, 9 for 138. Patriots are dangerous. Are they the best team in the AFC?
Yeah.
I mean, who's better?
No, I mean,
track record, right?
Yeah.
Body of work.
Patriots, organization. You got to like Vrabel. You got to like Drake May.
Yeah.
I mean, how can you not? No, yeah, dude. I mean, it's tough. I mean, I'm not going to say that they're all shoo-in Super Bowl, whatever. I still will stand by nothing is guaranteed here. But yeah, dude, very, very impressive stuff by the Pats, especially like, I don't know. I mean, going into the half, it's obviously close game at the end of the night, but it's just like, I feel like going into the half, like Ravens seemed like that they were somewhat in control.
Right.
Lamar
injury obviously killed them.
It did kill them. But I don't know. You kind of thought that like Derrick Henry and just, the rest of the guys, like even Zay Flowers could like lead them to victory here. I don't know if it's like coaching or maybe like it's because of the way Derrick Henry's been playing all year long, but I feel like they didn't use him as much in the second half, or maybe just specifically the fourth quarter. I'm thinking of last night. And it's like, I mean, don't you think that's like a
he should have 30
like
carries.
Kerfuffle? Yeah, dude.
7.1 yards per carry.
Like
7.
When there's a game where Lamar gets injured, you think like it's every other play.
Oh, but we like getting Keaton Mitchell in there with his 1.4 yards per carry.
But that's what I mean, though. Like,
that's great,
like,
right?
Like, do you think like coaching staff here, like kind of on the hot seat, like you think he's gonna be gone at the end of the year?
Maybe. Honestly, I'm gonna say if I had to guess, I'm gonna say yes, but I think it's 50-50. Tenuous situation at best. I know I didn't say it right.
Tumultuous.
Yeah, sure.
Tenuous.
So we'll see. And with the Dolphins and the Jets remaining on their schedule, the Patriots inside track to the number 1 seed. Same record as Denver. Denver holds the tiebreaker, but they get the Chiefs, which should be a give-me game on Christmas, but then the Chargers last week. So there's an opportunity there for New England to get that bye. We'll see. But what a weekend of football it was.
Do you think the Pats are the best team in the league? You think Denver can give them a good run for the money?
Well, but you're saying the league or the AFC?
Oh, I guess, did you ask me AFC or league?
I said AFC.
All right, then. Oh, okay.
So I think they have shown to be, but will the playoffs show a different story? That's the question. But I do think they're better than Denver. What do you think? I think May's a better quarterback.
I think he is better too.
Denver, sure, the defense might be better, but just overall team, I do think New England is better.
Peyton,
but I think Vrabel's better, even though Peyton's won the Super Bowl. But that was a long time ago.
That was a long time ago.
I mean, he still
different
had
team, Saints.
He didn't have any grays. That was so long ago at that point.
That's right.
That's right.
That's right.
Speaking of Grays, Old Man Rivers getting the start in Indy tonight.
That's right.
Against the Niners, who clinched the playoff spot with the results from yesterday. Niners, 5.5-point favorites. This is our pick. This is our pick to stay alive, Tony, and to hope that the TCA can go 0-6, which we know isn't happening. But anyway, any thoughts here? I mean, the Colts kept it close last time in Seattle. They've lost 4 in a row. But I mean, the Niners have had a great year despite all the injuries. Kyle Shanahan. It's a shame that Chris Collinsworth isn't calling this because he could talk about Kyle Shanahan being a guy, this injury, that injury, Brock Purdy, Mac Jones, interchangeable, his father, Mike, John Elway, the zone block. I mean, come on. I could go all day about this.
No, yeah, absolutely, dude. And I guess how do I feel about it? I mean, I don't know, man. I mean, I part of me kind of likes to think the Colts could keep it close. I mean, you think of Rivers, you think of Seattle last week.
Jonathan Taylor, almost 1,500 yards, 16 rushing touchdowns.
But I mean, Darnold was all over the place.
Right.
Seattle was all over the place. Obviously not scoring a ton. I mean, that's not going to be the case with the Niners. It's going to be a well-oiled, well-run team that can throw the ball deep, which Philip Rivers cannot. Now, listen, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I guess maybe Rivers may be a little bit better, another week of practice under his belt, the system, the arm, maybe he's in better shape.
The health insurance.
AARP card.
Donna Lee.
But I don't know, man. I mean, I think it's going to be Niners by a shit ton.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
All
right.
Which is what we need.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
What we need, buttoned up. But we'll see. But I guess it would be appropriate to strike up the music and do a Week 16 Monday Night Football frenzy.
There we go, baby. Not many of these left, dude, which is kind of crazy. But nonetheless, dude, speaking of not many left, dude, Philip Rivers getting the start for the Colts here tonight, 8:15 p.m. here. We're going to be at Lucas Oil Stadium. Niners coming in here, the visiting team. They're 6-2 on the road. Okay, so pretty solid on the road, 10-4 in the season. We know, all the resumes there. Colts, though, 6-1 at home, but, whatever, different team now, basically. Which is why the Niners are coming in here at -5.5 road favorites. Total is set at 45.5. Since these lines have opened, there's been no movement, which is kind of crazy. I would have thought that maybe people have been hammering the Niners, and the spread would get bigger, but I guess not, Brian.
Road game.
Does that worry you at all?
No. I mean, Rivers, I don't think can throw the ball 20 yards down the field. So I just don't have any concerns here. And I think Kyle Shanahan, this is a guy, right? I mean, who he's putting in, who he's putting out, it doesn't matter. He's going to find a way to get the job done. Christian McCaffrey, unbelievable. And, yeah, I think, the Niners, Salah, I think, is doing a pretty good job given the sum of the parts. So I think this is a game – Niners. Maybe it's close early. But I think it's
0-0.
No, I can see it being 10-10 at the half. Let's not get crazy. But I think the Niners pull away second half. I'm going to say they win 31-17. So give me San Francisco in the over. What do you got?
I mean, similar elk here. Final score, though, I would say 35-14. Niners, Shanahan, happy. Hammered, dude.
And so we 30, what'd you say, 30?
35-14.
Okay, so the over.
Niners over.
Just like that, your Monday Night Football frenzy. And honestly, Tony, I have to say, I'm not, so Josh B, before he types in on his laptop, or I know it's not laptop, maybe iPad, actually. Maybe iPad.
Could be.
Before he does that, here we go. It was refreshing after taking on the chin in the group chat, the little punch back with the Jake Paul stuff, because it does piss me off. And was it you who originally wanted to box him when we first started?
Yeah, that was
okay.
Me.
You were the guy to talk to about this. So that was awesome. Josh P chuckling, I'm sure.
I'll still fight him.
But let's switch gears here and go to the world of the National Hockey League.
Speed, here he comes. McDavid shoots, top shelf, he scores! Captain with the overtime winner! stepping. Rink Washington made the full split save.
Are you kidding me?
Turn, side of the net, between the legs, and they score! Filthy! David Pasternak, the silver trophy to the Golden Knights.
All right. So the old split the sixes, Tony, for the Rangers over the weekend. The comeback at the Garden, and
that's right.
JD in attendance as well.
Sick.
But from a 4-2 deficit after 2, winning in
Very
the shootout 5-4. But then, in your eyes, does that even matter?
No.
After getting embarrassed in Nashville last night, losing, what was it, 3-2 or 2-1? No, 2-1, right?
2-1. No, yeah, dude. I mean, obviously, the game is the Flyers. You know, the Philadelphia's type of team. Obviously, close to Madison Square Garden. Always a good rivalry here.
New York,
Philly. Always physical. Always, tight. Always tight. Always good matchups. And that's exactly what you saw. The 4-5 win in the shootout. That's exciting. Okay. You think about the offense at the Garden. And again, I feel like I was just saying it. Like, we've only seen that happen once when you score 6 against San Jose at the beginning of the season. Must have heard me score 5 at home. Love that. The comeback. I mean, yeah, but again, it kind of like reminds me of that comeback win against Dallas, where it's like you kind of feel that and you're like, all right, like that's a great win. You came back, you forced overtime. In this case, you forced the shootout, you win. But you need to string these wins together, and that was the tougher game. We talked about this on Friday. That was the tougher game. You're looking at that one, and then you're like, all right, then we can just move ahead, take Nashville. Obviously, tough schedule, early game, on the road, away, next day. But still, your professional team, no excuses here, and you ain't an absolute goose egg. I mean, I think, 17 shots on goal, 0 for 2 on the power play. Against a team like Nashville. And again, I mean, you can sit up here all day going up and down the roster. They have talent. They have veterans. They have young people. Goaltending. Doesn't matter. Okay, they're not a well-run team. Mike Sullivan should know better here on the road. Should have been able to rally your troops. Gabe Peralta not in the lineup, by the way. Why is that?
No, he's too small, dude.
That's kind of odd.
Isn't he too small?
You got Vakanainen back up. It's like, again, like, it seems like poor management. Obviously poor play, like just the inability to have shots on goal. And again, the 0 for 2 in the power play really pisses me off too. I'm sick and tired of seeing 0 for 2s, 0 for 5s. Okay. It's like, how is your power play unit not like bread and butter, dude? Like,
you have the bread, but where's the butter?
Exactly, dude. It's like who, like, you got to be able to set up those one-timers. It's cute, I guess. You see in Trocheck, I mean, the extra effort off the rebound, he's able to score, but it's all for naught, I mean, like, you can't really, again, like, string along these good shifts. And I guess I'm asking them to string along some good wins. They can't string along good shifts. You can't be consistently playing good hockey, it seems, over the course of a game, over the course of 3 periods.
And the embarrassment of that in 9 starts this year, Jonathan Quick, a 1.79 goals against, a 9.37 save percentage. You're 3-5-1. I mean, that's all you need to know right there.
Not good.
And he was great yesterday.
He was
30-31, and it's just not enough. And you're still hanging around, but it's just, is it not eerily similar to last year when you were hanging around and had a chance to go to the playoffs? It's like no one wanted that spot, and you're losing games you should win. I mean, it's all too familiar, and they'll be in Washington tomorrow night. But that's a game. I don't know. It just doesn't. Even though they've been good on the road, feels like they're gonna lose.
Yeah, it does. I mean, I want to say that the last time that we played Washington, Chuck did pretty well. I want to say Chuck Lindgren in net
buttoned it up.
It was pretty buttoned up. I guess I have to double check.
I got it
here. But in any case, you don't really feel confident, dude. 1-0 loss.
Yeah, on the 12th of October. Maybe that's the only time we face them.
Yeah, I think that makes sense, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah. No, I mean, that's not good. Getting shut out. At home.
Yeah. Quick.
It was a quick start too.
But again, quick. Yeah.
Have a great job. Give it 1 goal.
Yeah.
Have no offense. Yeah, dude. I mean, it's about getting the team on the same page. Again, you're going to point to leadership. I'm going to continue to point to leadership, the coaching, the captain. Why isn't Gabe Peralt playing?
Gabe Peralt, that is just.
I mean, I guess it's good for us. We can go to Hartford and see him.
I don't want to go to Hartford. I want to see him at the Garden. So yeah, it's disappointing.
Disappointing to say the least.
To say the least, Tony. So we'll see if they can rebound tomorrow. It's kind of crazy. These picks are going to be over before we know it.
I know, dude.
Do we need some update shown from
update shown?
I was going to say updatation, like just as a joke, but it didn't come out right.
Update shown. No, yeah, I have it. This is from Friday the 19th here. You took the Islanders, obviously. Islanders in the over.
So that's an 0-2.
That's an Ungats, and you had Colorado and the over.
That's a 1-1. That's a 1-3.
This is exactly what I need right now. I had Jersey in the over. Jersey lost. No, Jersey won.
1-1.
1-1. Damn it. Florida in the over. Florida did win, but in the shootout, let's take it. 2-0. 3-1.
Wow.
1-3. So I'm 84 and 66. And Brian was at 78.
Almost 79.
And then you're 78 and 72. Just like that, dude.
Just like that. And then I
went tonight. I feel like you definitely went first. Took the Islanders.
Yeah. So 4 games.
2-2 spot here.
2-2 spot.
God damn it.
But good time to bat lead off. I know where you're gonna go. Let's start a Monday edition of the Frozen Frenzy.
Good day to start first. Yeah.
Right or no?
I guess.
I know you're gonna just do it. Just say it.
Just say it.
Yeah.
The Ducks. I mean, I guess
the Kings, dude.
The Kings also, but the Blue Jackets, I don't know, could be good. I feel like the other day I took Seattle, and I think it did me well. But I really don't care, to be honest. Seattle against the San Jose Sharks. Ducks dropping 3 of the last 5. I guess give me the home favorite. Why not? We'll start late, 10 p.m. Anaheim. The Ducks taking care of business, hosting the Seattle Kraken here. You look at Anaheim, minus 192. Over-under is 6.5 here. Joey DeCourt is not bad. Obviously, Dostal too. So I think I'm going to take the under on this game. Anaheim Ducks, not very often do I take them when they are favored, to be honest. But I'm taking them here tonight. Cutter Gauthier, I guess, is pretty solid. Maybe a power play goal in the first period, get things kicked off for Anaheim. But Leo Carlson leads the team 41 points. I think he grabs a couple more tonight. A goal and an assist easily. Maybe to kick off the second period, that those goal and assists come. Ducks go up 3-0 early. Final score of this game is 4-1. So give me Ducks in the under.
All right. While they are 9-9 at home this year, the Lightning are minus 250 against the Blues. Not a believer in the Blues. And I think the Lightning 19-13-3 going to start playing a little better hockey here. Good place to start. Great arena. And I think Vasilevsky shutout tonight. And I think the Lightning put up 3. So a 3-0 win. That would be the Lightning and the under.
Lightning in the under. No. All right, so T-Bay under. All right, let's go to my next game here. Final game, second game here. And I guess we'll go to L.A. We'll stick in California. We'll stick late night, 10 p.m. Kings hosting the Blue Jackets. Adrian Kemp coming off a 2-goal game against Tampa Bay. The only 2 goals the Kings got. They beat them 2-1. That was their first win in the last 5 games. So not great, but it seemed that they're about to heat up. Blue Jackets just got served back-to-back L's, Minnesota, Anaheim. And they'll get their third, I think, tonight here by the Kings. Kemp keeps the good times rolling. Goal and assist for him. So take him 2 points. Why not? And then I guess, I don't think it'll be a shutout scenario. Over-under is 5.5. I would say hammer the over here. I know there's some good goalies involved. But Zach Werenski due for a couple. I mentioned Kempe. And And I guess give me Kopitar with a goal as well. Kings at the end of the day win this game. I'm going to say 4-3, Kings over. Let's go.
All right, so that leaves me with the Canucks and the Flyers, the game of the night on NHL Network.
Watch out, dude.
The Flyers, coming off that disappointing loss to the Rangers, but the Canucks who beat the Islanders over the weekend. But give me Zegras, hat trick, the Xfinity Mobile Arena on their feet. And I think it's a 5-3 win for the Flyers. Give me the Flyers and the over. And just like that, that is your Monday edition of the Frozen Frenzy. And you know what that means?
That's right,
the hockey's over. That means that the grid is up, and it is the baseball diamond here, number 9.
Not bad.
95 here. So a lot of different places to go. None of our favorite teams in the grid, but teams that we've had success with before.
I got one for Dead Nuts.
And I got one for Above Dead Nuts.
What do you got for Above Dead Nuts?
Mike Williams.
Oh, yeah, let's do that. I didn't have anything for Above Dead Nuts. Mike Williams, 0.3.
Pretty good, huh?
Dead Nuts, Wilson Ramos. Bang.
0.2, there we go. Philly, Boston, I mean, there's Pavetta, there's Papelbon.
There's also Billy Wagner.
Wagner.
Bang. You think Joey Gallo for Twins outfield?
Why not?
Right.
And then below him, one of your favorites, he once got hurt by a boar on a ranch. For Boston outfield?
Are you kidding me, dude?
No, I'm saying. And then I'm thinking for the outfielder for the Pirates, why not Jack Sawinski?
Jack Sawinski. 2% for Jack.
Okay, Jack. Come on, dude. Come on.
No comments. Everybody hates us today.
Yeah, Josh B, Corporate America, also known as Barton Carlin.
Wow, dude, that's crazy.
Bottom left, Mike Napoli. Come on.
All right. Yes. It's your guy. You like Mike Napoli.
Yeah.
Mike Napoli here.
Okay.
Twins, Guardians.
I mean, there's so many different places to go here. Isn't it what's his name?
Isn't it what's his name? You can't do Diekman.
No, but it's
I
not,
don't think Brad Hand played for the Twins.
No, it's Rosario, isn't it?
Rosario?
Ahmed
Rosario? Oh,
no,
yeah.
I'm in Rosario. But Eddie Rosario.
Yes.
Yeah, 3%. Eddie. I mean, this is a guy.
This is one of those guys, dude.
And then you got Cleveland and Pitt. Let's see here. So I had Carlos Santana, but that was 24%. Hand, no, right?
No hand.
What about, no Diekman
or Marino.
No Zach Shorts.
Zach Short never played for Cleveland.
No Gio Urshela. Was Urshela in Pittsburgh? I want to look that up. I guess he wasn't. I don't know why I thought he was. Okay. Hold on.
Rich Hill.
You guys are funny.
Rich Hill.
Says Rich Hill. Did he?
I want to say yeah.
I'm gonna just check.
Yeah, you check first. I feel like you definitely remember him with a P on a hat. You know?
Yeah. Oh, so you're saying he was on Cleveland?
Yeah, he definitely was on Cleveland.
So I see him on Pittsburgh, but yep, good. And it could have been Melky Cabrera as well, but I think this is a good one.
Rich Hill, 3%.
3%.
Josh B.
Chuckling.
You guys are funny. Thank you, Josh.
Are they on the Power Hour? Yeah, Josh, or no? Over there on ESPN Radio.
Oh boy.
All right.
The
gridiron. Come on. The Niners,
as you can imagine, Niners Colts, dude, every time. Every
single time in the National Football League, Tony. Obviously Frank Gore is an option. Garcon, I'm kind of thinking, but let's just make sure this isn't too crazy. Yeah, Garcon, 4%. Come on.
Where's that?
Pierre Garcon.
Heater?
Yeah.
Gar.
C-O-N.
Oh, C.
O-N. And
4%.
then you could do Anquan Bolden for the top right. IN.
3%.
And then 1,000 yards Pats, Brandon Cooks, and Brandon with an I. Let's not get confused there. Pats
1,000 yards.
Yes.
Brandon with an I.
And then he was a first-round draft pick. I believe it was 2004 out of the University of Wisconsin, below Brandon Cooks, Lee Evans.
4%.
There we go.
Wisconsin, you said?
Yes.
Wow.
Josh B. Late could have done Terry Glenn or Irving Fryer.
My apologies.
For Pat's receiving yards.
Gotta be on that.
Gotta be on that. Okay, let's see here. So Pat's Colts. There is Vinatieri. There is Hoyer. Let's see. But there also is Gilmore.
Robert Gilmore.
Stephon is 10. But we also could do. You know what? Do a Bills Colts Stephon Gilmore.
Bills Colts Stephon Gilmore.
Yeah, and then we could do it different one for above it.
Stephon.
Same percentage.
10%.
Okay, and then
And it was the same percentage.
And I'm Jeremy. Come on, dude. Anyway, let's see here.
Dead Nuts Rex Burkhead.
Yeah, dude, go ahead.
Thank you so much, Josh. $3% for Rex Burkhead.
You could do Terrell Owens below him.
Oh, to Nebraska. Nice. 14% for D.O.
Okay. Let's see. Bengals Niners. Did Eddie Pinero?
Eddie?
No. But then there's obviously Owens. I don't think Goodwin was on the Bengals. But then Colts Pats. I mean, Hoyer or Vinatieri? What do you think?
Vinatieri?
Or is Marcus Pollard on the Patriots too, though?
Any relation to Tony?
Tony
Pollard.
No. Good call, though. No, and he wasn't on the Patriots. Okay, good. I'm just trying to get creative here. You know, should I have just one? Just go Vinatieri, whatever. Or go Hoyer. Go Hoyer, actually.
You sure?
It's gonna be high, but that's fine. Wow. Vinatieri would have been higher, definitely.
4% for Hoyer.
Okay, so now we got to think about the Bengals. This is a guy.
Brissett, Colts, Pats, too, he said.
Would have, but would have been high.
Bengals, Niners. That's a tough one, dude.
Niners. I think it's Carlos Dunlap. Let me just make sure.
I think Carlos Dunlap.
No.
No relation to Nick Dunlap? Oh.
And he says
no. Oh, the amateur.
Okay. I guess we might have to look it up. I'm trying to.
All right, see what I can do.
Start looking it up, and I'll try to think of it.
All right, let's see if Josh B says anything.
Not Dalton. What about Josh Johnson?
Josh Johnson?
Let's see. Hopefully it is.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yes, Josh Johnson. Done.
All right, don't even need me. Done.
And it could have been Sanu, but we'll go with Johnson. Jimmy Johnson.
Mohamed Sanu is a good one, but we're going to go with Jimmy Johnson?
Yep. No, it's just
Josh Johnson.
Josh Johnson.
Yeah, I was like, you have me confused.
That one.
Yep. Oh.
That's what we got. 47. Not terrible.
That's pretty fucking good, dude.
And then yeah.
You know the deal.
We go to the hardwood, Tony's favorite. Hawks first round pick, Sheldon Williams, and it's Shelden. Nice. First round. Right. Oh, word. Josh Hart, Lakers. Come on.
Lakers. Oh. 0.8.
All
bitch.
right. And then let's think about the Suns for a second. I'm thinking.
It doesn't have to be a first round draft pick by them, though, right?
Can we confirm? Sean Marion, though, 0.9. How about that?
There we go.
And then I think this is going to be one of those where I think we just go all the way through.
And it is played for one game. Doesn't have to be drafted.
The team didn't matter. Jason Terry, Hawks, Celtics.
Scary Terry. 2%.
Okay. And then Lakers, Celtics, you can go with Marcus Smart.
Oh. There it is.
And then let's see here. Okay, so the Suns, Celtics. I mean, Shaq is there, but is that going to be too high? Let's see what it says. 36. Maybe we relax on that for a second. And then let's see. The
Just
Warriors.
Relax on that for a second.
The Warriors and the Lakers. The Warriors and the Suns. See, I think it's my fault. I think I jinxed it, Tony.
Yeah, you said you were going to breeze through this one.
I think, though, top left, Zaza Pachulia.
I'm sorry?
Zaza. Just put in Zaza. It'll come up. No, but one word. Yeah. Okay, and then let's see. The Warriors with the Lakers. Just trying to think about like role players, guys not playing a lot of minutes. Let me see here. I don't think this guy was this a guy? No, that wasn't a guy. Different people. The Lakers, Suns. The Suns and the Warriors. Is Chris Paul 127? Lakers, Warriors, Jeremy Lin.
Lakers, Warriors, Jeremy Lin. Linsanity, dude. There we go, Josh B. He remembers Jeremy Lin.
There he goes.
There he goes.
And there he goes.
All right, Suns, Warriors, Suns, Celtics. You mentioned Shaq.
Suns, Celtics, Shaq.
Steve Nash. Didn't play for the Celtics.
He didn't play for the Celtics. I don't think Daniel Tice did either. Right?
Al Horford?
Al Horford, I don't think played for the Suns, but he played for the Warriors. I mean, I guess since no one's helping us out, just go Chris Paul there, left.
And do the Shaq?
Celtics, Suns, Sam Cassell. There we go. Thank you.
Sam Cassell, dude. That is the guy, Josh B.
That is the guy. 53.
0.5, dude. Not bad.
And then the Josh B specialty. As we head to the ice, we're going 30-win tenders, Tony.
Those are always so tough, dude. I mean, it's not tough because like you can kind of think of it, but it's like how many guys are there? Yeah, exactly. You got anyone, dude? I mean, Ottawa, fucking Craig Anderson.
Go ahead.
Did Cam Talbot do it with Ottawa? I don't know for sure. You want to check Cam Talbot?
I want to say he didn't.
I want to say no. 30 wins.
Nope.
Senators suck. So Craig Anderson's the only one I can really give you. 65%.
What do you know?
And then again, Flyers.
Who was like the tender
Steve
back
Mason.
in the day? That's it? Just Mason?
My guy growing up, it was Steve Mason.
What about before Carter Hart? Anybody?
I'm trying to think, but 30 wins is a lot of wins.
Yeah. Where's Tommy?
All I got for you is Steve Mason. I don't know if you want to. Go ahead. Yeah, who do you got?
Steve Mason.
Oh, there we go. 3%. Let's fucking go, dude.
Okay.
All right. Nobody's thinking Steve Mason.
Do you know anybody else than Saros?
Kusi Saros. No. Like with Nashville? How would I? Nah.
20. That's not bad.
20%?
Yeah.
If it's 21 now, because you did it.
Stop.
Come on. Sorry. I always forget Kusi with the two U's. 20.
21.
All right. We were doing snap counts at Harrison's house.
No way.
Swear to God.
Did you show him the video?
Jay started doing it. No. But I told him with yeah. Oh my God. And like Harrison's wife was sleeping, so he's getting kind of tight, dude.
Oh, was he really?
Yeah,
Dude, I can picture getting
so
tight,
fucking funny, dude.
That is hilarious.
No, it was great. All right. So any help from the Peanut Gallery? Sam Cassell, dudes. We can do Michael Del Zotto for Senators. Vancouver.
Taylor Hall playing any of these teams?
He played for Chicago.
But he didn't play for any others? The Predators or the Flyers?
No.
He didn't play for the Canucks?
No. Yeah, Canucks is going to be tough for me, but I want to say Johnny Oduya. You actually could go Roenick, too, for Flyers, Blackhawks, but I would imagine Oduya would be way less. Johnny Oduya with the 0.6. I think Seth Jones played for Nashville. He definitely played for Chicago. Cup winner Seth Jones with Johnny Oduya, I think, on the squad. Same year.
That would be correct.
That would be correct. All right.
Not a low percentage, but it's correct.
It's not low?
No.
Oof. Shit.
Okay. Let's see. All right. So there's a couple.
Vladislav Nemetsnikov. He played for Vancouver. I don't know if he played for Nashville though.
So
did he play for Nashville? He played for Tampa. Played for the Rangers.
So there's a guy. I'm actually trying to see it. Okay, there's a guy. So he has the same name as someone with the first name Brady that played for or it might be Braden, maybe Braden, Brady. I probably said 4 different names right there.
Yeah, what?
But he has the same last name as him, and he played for 2013 and 2016. And he played for both the Flyers and the Canucks. Yeah, I think he's on the Blues.
Wait, hold on. We gotta back this up a little bit. He has the same last name. He has the same last name as a guy who's on the Blues.
Yes. And by the way, his name is Braden, the guy that I'm talking about.
This guy, or the guy with the same last name.
He has the same last name.
Braden.
He's on the Blues.
Braden Shen?
Yes.
So the other guy is like what? Luke Shen?
Yes.
And this was for what? I don't even know what this was for. Vancouver
I don't
Flyers?
even know what it's for, actually.
Luke Shen was on Vancouver and the Flyers.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. Dial it in.
We got 2 more here.
All right.
Vancouver Predators. That one, Predators is tough, dude.
You ready for it?
I think so.
This is a guy.
Is it like not good?
No, actually, I don't even have anybody up yet. It's loading. Hockey Reference. Okay, let's see. So I'm just trying to think about guys I know. Okay, this is a guy. So it was between 23 and 24. He was drafted by the Islanders originally, and he is
Cal Clutterbuck.
No,
Brock Nelson.
He's currently on Washington, and you say his name a lot, and his first name is the same as yours.
Anthony Beauvillier?
Yes.
And his name.
All right. So let's see. Blackhawks.
Senators
players. When I do these though, do any of them like when I say it then does it like ring a bell that they play for those teams?
Anthony Beauvillier did, yeah.
Okay.
If I thought hard, I should have known that one.
So we could have done Craig Anderson.
Right.
That was already done. There's a guy who's a Hall of Famer goalie that I've mentioned a lot, but I don't know if that'll be high. Also, there's a guy who is currently on Detroit. Started his career in Chicago. You always say his name. And his
DeBrincat?
Yes.
Yep, Alex DeBrincat. There it is, dude.
172.
We'll take it, dude. We'll take it.
At least Josh got to hear the power hour.
Hour. It's still going.
And going one more. So just on the way out, kind of low-level news, all the hype we had talked about going into the offseason, Tony, for baseball. Murakami, 2 for 34. What were your thoughts there? Chicago White Sox. Not the Cubs. With the White Sox.
He's a White Sox. I don't know, man. I mean, what do you think was the decision making behind even Murakami? Like,
I think
was there any offers? Like, what?
I think he could have gotten longer term, less dollars. So I think on his end, he's saying, let's go to Chicago, small contract, no expectations. He's only, I think, isn't he only 25? I think.
Is he that young?
So I'm thinking then he's thinking, let's kill it these two years and then get a mega deal. 25, right? I mean, that part makes sense because there's going to be no pressure with the White Sox. There's going to be no one at the game.
No pressure, no one at the game. But, I mean, it is what it is, I guess. That's cool. Fine.
But is it annoying? Like, Yankees, Mets, deal. But I think he wouldn't take that deal. That's the thing. I think
obviously
he purposely wanted to go somewhere where the expectations were low.
Yeah. Nobody goes to Chicago on accident to think they're going to win or anything like that. There's no way he would be thinking.
So it's going to be interesting. I know there were the numbers with the high velocity. I'm envisioning a star here, though. I think he's going to be great.
No, I think so too.
I think it's going to be a steal for the White Sox.
It should be interesting to see like what the future holds for him after the White Sox.
Yeah, 27 years old.
27 years old, exactly. And you'd imagine he's adjusted, to just the ins and outs of the MLB, America, what have you. So, I mean, it's cool. It's going to be kind of a little annoying, like we said, watching him in the White Sox uniform. But I mean, it is what it is. It's exciting. Let's go baseball.
Yeah, waiting for more moves. And there are moves made by other teams other than our own. What do you think about the Red Sox acquiring Wilson Contreras from the Cardinals, sending back some prospects, including pitcher Hunter Dobbins, who did actually pitch well against the Yankees? Was talking shit though, but I think he pitched well. So I don't know. And I think Contreras, declining asset. Now they're getting $8 million to cover the $42.5 million, but he's only playing first base now. I mean, I think he's okay, but I wouldn't want that guy on my team.
I don't know. I thought he was surprisingly good to me last year in fantasy. So maybe that's the only thing we're looking at,
20 and 80, 257, 791. Right? So that's okay. I just think he's on the way down, not the way
up. No, I would agree with that, but obviously the Red Sox have evaluated him otherwise. So but I would be in the same boat as you. I would expect somewhat of a decline. So, but
and then what'd you think about the Pirates getting Brandon Lau, from the Rays,
from Tampa? Yeah. I mean, Lau's all right. I think kind of inconsequential, right? I mean,
but they also get, I think, a sleeper of this package, and I don't know if you're too familiar with them. 25 years old, throws 100 miles an hour. Mason Montgomery, 63 strikeouts in 46 innings, pitched against the Yankees last year. I think that's a guy who could pitch pretty well. Tampa acquires a pair of prospects from Houston as part of the deal, which is interesting.
I mean, I guess that's good for Pittsburgh then to bolster some more of that rotation up.
And I mean, I think it works well for Pittsburgh. I think they're actually trying to compete somewhat. Having Skeens in his prime, and then a guy too that I think might pay dividends here for Houston is Mike Burrows. 23 appearances, 19 starts, 3.94 ERA. And had 97 strikeouts in 96 innings. So he gets some strikeouts, and he could start and relief. So I think that's not a big deal. But I think Mason Montgomery, like I said, I don't know if you remember him at all last year.
No, I remember the face when I just looked it up, but I don't remember seeing him play.
And then they get also Jake Magnum, who had 296 last year.
Magnum
for Tampa. 40 RBI. So maybe they're thinking too, the Rays do a good job with development. So we like our chances of these guys succeeding. And then we had another trade. What do you think about the Orioles getting Shane Baz?
Shane Baz?
Baz, yes.
I don't know. I thought Baz was getting popped.
487 last year. and struck out 166 innings.
Okay, that's all right. That's all right.
But I don't know. Orioles need pitching, probably hoping for change of scenery. But they did give up outfielders Slater DeBron and catcher Caden Bodine, both first-round picks, and Michael Forret, outfielder Austin Overeem, and a competitive balance A pick.
Wait, what? They had to give up a haul for Boz.
You're giving them to Tampa, who also is in the conversations for Ketel Marte potentially, so they could flip these guys, or you just have a bunch of prospects like Tampa always does, keeping the cost down. It seems like once again, they're doing a pretty good job here. Tampa,
yeah, they are.
Boz, I mean, you have a chance he does well, but
I don't know, man.
Coming out those numbers last year. And then South Korean infielder Sung Mung Song finalized a 4-year, $15 million deal with the Padres. If he wins the Rookie of the Year, his salary escalated by $1 million, 26 and 90 last year in South Korea.
Wow.
15, but could be a guy, that comes over and, maybe it ends up being pretty good. That's low cost.
Yeah, for sure.
And then, of course, the only move between the Yankees and the Mets over the weekend, the Yankees keeping Paul Blackburn on a 1-year, $2 million deal.
Former Met.
Wow,
how about that, dude? You get the former Mets now.
680. And Zach Short.
Dude.
Zach Short, dude.
Zach Short, too. Yeah.
He's never going to make the majors.
Come on. He'll get a couple games in.
But I don't know. I don't know why you bring back Blackburn. I guess after he got popped,
the guy's a fucking loser.
He was okay.
Dude. No, it's not good.
Just like I think they're thinking too. Tony, I'm agree with you. So I don't know why he keeps saying no.
No.
I don't agree either.
You're not thinking.
But that he can fill in the rotation. But yeah, I don't like it.
No.
We'll see. We will see. So yeah, I guess that's really it. Isn't it crazy? There's college basketball games going on right now. Fordham is hosting UNH.
Does that make you want to start drinking?
Oh,
come on.
And then I was just gonna say too, the quarters are set for the college football playoff. And these are gonna be played on New Year's Day. Texas Tech, Oregon, Indiana, Alabama, which I think will be a good game. Alabama coming back from 17 down on Friday. That was crazy. Georgia, Ole Miss, I think is going to be awesome. And then the nostalgia of Ohio State, Miami, that will bring the U fans, a lot of nostalgia because that was the last time they were great. The winning streak, Larry Coker, Willis McGahee, Ken Dorsey. So it's been a while since they've been on the stage. But they were able to beat Texas A&M. So that's what we got there. And then one bowl game today. I believe it's Washington State is going up at 6-6 against Utah State. Utah State -1.5. Give me Washington State, even though their new coach
easy money
infamously said he's excited to be in the Mountain West, but really the Pac-12 is being revived next year. So that was kind of funny. But anyway, 49.5 is the total. It's a bowl game. Trickery. Why not go over?
So he didn't know what conference he was in?
Yeah.
What's up, dude?
Michael. UConn, the win again. Yes. Come on.
Go Buckta.
Go Buckta.
Oh, no. Buckta's no. Oh, no. Buckta.
So, yeah. That's it. Kind of a crazy week here. Short week.
Tomorrow, last show of the week.
Football Tuesday.
And then I'll be back on, after the weekend.
Right. So we'll be back on Monday.
Back on Monday, dude.
Yeah. Dialing it up.
Frenzy tomorrow. Wait, so we got to get picks in.
Yeah, picks, but we got
Josh
to pick a litter. No, but Kev said, nah.
I guess we can make our picks and they can make their picks whenever they want, I guess.
Oh, yeah. No, they'll make. Come on. It's always dramatized. They're ready for the pick.
Very dramatized. Yes.
And the terms of endearment with the playoff picks.
Playoff picture.
Well, I have to say, a 2-hour show that felt like it was 5 minutes.
Buttoned up.
Right?
Needless to say.
Yeah. So great stuff today. Really appreciate everybody who tuned in and continues to comment, like, and subscribe. All of the archives on the YouTube page. Like Renee and Jay in costume. The merch at DowntimeTV.com. Want everybody to enjoy the day, enjoy the games, and we will see you mañana.
Hey guys, Tony here from Downtime TV checking in. I want to thank all our fans out there who's been liking, subscribing, sharing our content. You guys are the best. You guys are our bloodline. You make us love what we do. Thanks again.